It's a moment of quiet, private frustration. The jar of pickles, the salsa, the marinara sauce, sits on your counter, refusing to yield. You twist until your knuckles are white. You run it under hot water. You tap the lid with a spoon. You even resort to a rubber grip. And when it finally gives way with a reluctant pop, the victory feels a little less triumphant. It feels like a struggle that shouldn't have been a struggle at all. This small, seemingly insignificant failure is a universal experience, but it's more than just an annoyance. It's a message. If you are ready to decode the hidden messages your body is sending you and learn how to act on them, make sure you subscribe and enable notifications. Because what you're about to learn could fundamentally change your future. We're conditioned to dismiss these moments. We chalk it up to a long day, a slippery lid, or simply the inevitable, creeping reality of getting older. We are a society obsessed with data, but we focus on the numbers our doctors give us: blood pressure, cholesterol levels, body mass index. We track our steps, monitor our heart rate during exercise, and count calories. These are the established pillars of health monitoring. The metrics we've been told for decades are the key indicators of our well-being. So, when our hands fail us on a simple task, we don't see it as a data point. We see it as a fluke, an isolated incident unrelated to the grander picture of our health, easily ignored and quickly forgotten. But what if that stubborn jar lid was telling you more about your risk of a future heart attack than your blood pressure cuff? What if the simple act of a firm handshake was a more powerful predictor of your longevity than many of the tests you get at your annual physical? This isn't speculation. It's the conclusion of a growing mountain of clinical research. Scientists have discovered a biomarker so simple, so accessible, yet so profoundly insightful, that it's changing how we understand the aging process itself. It's called grip strength, and study after study, involving hundreds of thousands of people, has confirmed that the force you can generate with your hand is a startlingly accurate proxy for your overall biological age and your vulnerability to chronic disease. This immediately raises a crucial question. How is that even possible? How can a simple hand squeeze reveal the state of your cardiovascular system or predict your cognitive health decades from now? The answer is that grip strength is not just a measure of hand muscles. It is an indicator of your entire body's muscular health and, by extension, your systemic vitality. It reflects your overall muscle mass and the integrity of your nervous system. Think of it as a canary in the coal mine for your body. A decline in grip strength is one of the first and most reliable signs that your body is losing its battle against sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle tissue, a process that silently undermines your metabolism, weakens your bones, and lays the groundwork for frailty and disease. Therefore, that moment of weakness at the kitchen counter is not a final verdict, but an early warning. It's as a signal flare from your body that a foundational pillar of your health is beginning to erode, long before other, more obvious symptoms appear. This isn't about shaming you for not being able to open a jar. It's about empowering you with the knowledge that this simple, observable event is a critical piece of health intelligence. It's a data point you can track yourself, without a doctor or a lab. Understanding this connection is the first step toward taking control. It transforms a moment of frustration into a moment of awareness, giving you a powerful new tool to not just predict your future health, but to actively change its course. So to understand how a simple hand squeeze can predict your future, we have to redefine what grip strength actually is. It's not just about the power in your forearms or the muscles in your hand. Think of it as a readout for your entire central nervous system and your overall muscular integrity. When you grip something, your brain sends a powerful signal down your spinal cord, through a complex network of peripheral nerves, to activate dozens of muscles in your hand and arm, in perfect synchrony. The force you generate is a direct reflection of how healthy and efficient that entire chain of command is. It's a comprehensive systems check, a measure of your body's ability to recruit and coordinate its resources on demand. A weak grip, therefore, isn't just a local problem. It's a sign that the entire system is underperforming. The scientific validation for this isn't based on fringe theories. It's rooted in massive, global research. The turning point was the Pure study, a landmark paper published in the prestigious journal, *The Lancet*. This wasn't a minor observation. It was an epic undertaking following nearly 140,000 adults across 17 countries. Researchers measured all the usual suspects: blood pressure, medical history, lifestyle habits, but they added one deceptively simple test, a grip strength measurement. The conclusion sent shockwaves through the medical community. Grip strength was a more powerful predictor of all-cause mortality and cardiovascular death than even systolic blood pressure. For every 5 kg drop in grip force, the risk of a heart attack or stroke jumped by a staggering 17%, a connection that held true regardless of age, sex, or country. This begs the question, why? How can your hands tell a story that your heart or blood vessels can't? The answer is that muscle is a metabolically active organ, and its health is a mirror for your systemic health. Chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, poor nutrition, and hormonal imbalances, the very things that cause heart disease and other chronic illnesses, also cause a gradual, often unnoticed, decline in muscle mass and function, a condition known as sarcopenia. Your hands, with their intricate and densely packed musculature, are incredibly sensitive to these systemic insults. They act as an early warning system. A weakening grip suggests that the body is losing its battle to repair and maintain its tissues, signaling a decline in overall physiological resilience, long before symptoms of a specific disease might appear. And the implications extend far beyond heart health. Study after study has now linked low grip strength to an alarming list of adverse outcomes. It's a strong predictor for the onset of type 2 diabetes, respiratory disease, and even certain cancers. It's associated with a higher risk of cognitive decline and dementia, suggesting a powerful link between physical strength and brain health. Patients with lower grip strength have been shown to have longer hospital stays, a higher risk of complications after surgery, and a reduced response to treatments like chemotherapy. It's a robust indicator of your biological age, how old your body acts, rather than just your chronological age. The number of candles on your birthday cake. It measures your vitality at a fundamental level, so it's crucial to understand this correctly. A weak grip doesn't directly cause a heart attack. Rather, a weak grip is a symptom of the same underlying physiological decay that also leads to a heart attack, cognitive decline, and a loss of independence. The body is an integrated system, and the weakness that shows up in your hand is a manifestation of a system-wide problem. It's a vital sign that has been hiding in plain sight, an inexpensive, not invasive, and remarkably accurate tool for assessing our overall health and longevity. It transforms a simple act of squeezing into a profound window into our own biology, forcing us to ask a critical question. What is my body trying to tell me? And am I listening? So, if it's not just about hand muscles, what exactly is happening under the skin? The answer begins not in your hand, but in your brain. A simple command to squeeze your hand is a complex neurological event. It's a high-speed signal fired from your motor cortex, traveling down the superhighway of your spinal cord, and branching out through a network of nerves to activate dozens of muscles in your forearm and hand in perfect synchrony. A strong, firm grip is a testament to the integrity of this entire system. It indicates high-speed, high-fidelity signaling. Conversely, a weak grip can be the first whisper of a problem, a sign of slowing nerve conduction, reduced neural drive, or degradation somewhere along that critical pathway. It's a direct, measurable output of your central nervous system's health, making it far more than just a measure of muscle. But the communication isn't a one-way street. When your muscles contract, they aren't just doing mechanical work. They are acting as the body's largest endocrine organ, releasing hundreds of powerful signaling proteins called myokines. Think of these as hope molecules secreted into your bloodstream every time you exercise or exert force. These myokines are cellular messengers that travel throughout your body, waging a war against chronic disease. They reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, promote the growth of new brain cells, and even have direct anti-cancer effects. A strong grip is a proxy for a body rich in healthy muscle tissue, a body that is constantly producing this life-extending cocktail. A weak grip signals that this vital internal pharmacy is shutting down, leaving you vulnerable. This creates a powerful, self-reinforcing feedback loop between your brain and your body. A healthy nervous system sends strong signals to your muscles, and in return, those contracting muscles release myokines that protect and nourish the nervous system, including the brain itself. It's a beautiful biological synergy. When this loop is strong, you are resilient. When it breaks down, your health declines systemically. This connection between physical action and mental state is something many of us feel intuitively. If you've ever felt that rush of mental clarity after a good workout, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments, what's one physical activity that always seems to clear your head? This isn't a placebo. It's the biology of myokines and neural activation at work, a process that starts with simple muscular force. This brings us to the silent epidemic that grip strength unmasks: sarcopenia. This isn't just a fancy word for getting weaker with age. It's the progressive and systemic loss of skeletal muscle mass, quality, and strength. For decades, we've accepted it as an inevitable part of aging, but the science now tells us it's a disease process, one that drives frailty, disability, and mortality. Grip strength is the canary in the coal mine for sarcopenia. Long before you have trouble climbing stairs or getting up from a chair, your grip will begin to fail. It's the most accessible and reliable way to track the onset of this devastating condition, giving you a crucial early warning that your body's structural and metabolic engine is beginning to sputter. Ultimately, this all circles back to protecting our most precious asset, our mind. The same biological forces that erode our muscles are also attacking our brains. The chronic inflammation, the poor vascular health, and the deficit of protective myokines that lead to a weak grip are the very same culprits implicated in cognitive decline, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease. Therefore, maintaining your grip strength is not just about opening jars or carrying groceries. It's about actively building and maintaining a form of cognitive armor. It's a physical manifestation of a brain that is being bathed in protective molecules, supported by a robust nervous system, and shielded from the ravages of age-related decay. It transforms a simple squeeze into a profound act of self-preservation. So the science is clear, the data undeniable. But knowledge without action is merely trivia. The most profound scientific discovery is useless if it doesn't change how we live. The question is no longer why grip strength matters, but how we can actively and systematically improve it. The good news is that the solution doesn't require expensive gym memberships, complicated equipment, or hours of grueling workouts. The answer lies in a simple, powerful, and consistent daily ritual, a 5-minute investment in your future self. This isn't about becoming a powerlifter. It's about reclaiming a fundamental pillar of your health and vitality, one manageable day at a time. This is where the theory ends and your transformation begins. With a concrete plan you can start implementing the moment this video is over. The first cornerstone of our 5-minute ritual is the farmer's walk. Its beauty lies in its functional simplicity. All you need is weight. This could be 2 heavy grocery bags, a pair of dumbbells, kettlebells, or even 2 large water jugs. Stand tall, pull your shoulders back and down, and engage your core as if you're about to be punched. Pick up the weights, 1 in each hand, and simply walk. Take slow, deliberate steps, maintaining perfect posture. Don't lean forward or let your shoulders slump. Feel the weight pulling down, forcing every muscle from your fingertips to your traps to fire in unison. This exercise doesn't just build a crushing grip. It forges a stronger back, a more stable core, and a more resilient posture. It is the single most effective movement for building total body strength that directly translates to real-world resilience. Next, we address endurance and shoulder health with the dead hang. Find a sturdy pull-up bar, a tree branch, or even the top of a strong doorframe. Simply grab the bar with an overhand grip, slightly wider than your shoulders, and hang. Let your body go completely limp, allowing gravity to decompress your spine and stretch your lats. At first, you might only be able to hold on for 10 or 15 seconds. That's perfectly fine. The goal is to accumulate time. Try for 3 sets of whatever duration you can manage, with a minute of rest in between. I'm genuinely curious. What's your starting point for the dead hang? Drop a comment below with your time, even if it's just 5 seconds. There's no judgment here, only a community of people committed to getting stronger together. This simple act of hanging is a potent antidote to the hours we spend hunched over desks and phones. To specifically target your crushing and pinching strength, we turn to the most accessible tools. A simple tennis ball or a specialized grip trainer can be your best friend. The exercise is straightforward. Squeeze as hard as you can, hold for a count of 5, and release. Repeat this 10 to 15 times with each hand. This directly trains the muscles responsible for that firm handshake and the ability to open a stubborn jaw. But don't neglect your pinch grip, the strength between your thumb and fingers. You can train this by picking up a weight plate or a thick, heavy book by its edge and holding it for as long as possible. This nuanced strength is critical for dexterity and fine motor control, aspects of our physical ability that often degrade first with age. Now, let's assemble this into your non-negotiable 5-minute daily ritual. It's elegantly simple. Start your timer. For the first 90 seconds, perform the farmer's walk. Set the weights down and immediately move to your pull-up bar for the next 90 seconds, accumulating as much time in a dead hang as you can within that window. For the final 2 minutes, dedicate 1 minute to each hand, performing continuous grip squeezes with your chosen tool. That's it. 5 minutes. It's less time than it takes to brew a pot of coffee, but the cumulative effect is monumental. This isn't just an exercise routine. It's a daily declaration that you are taking control of your health, building a more robust and capable version of yourself from the hands up. Now that you have this powerful 5-minute ritual, it's tempting to see grip strength as the destination. But it is crucial to understand the bigger picture. A stronger grip isn't the magic pill for longevity. It's the asterisk dashboard light asterisk for your entire system. It's a direct, measurable reflection of your neuromuscular efficiency and your fight against age-related muscle loss. These exercises are not just about building forearms. They are about sending a powerful, systemic signal demanding strength and resilience. Think of it less as an isolated exercise and more as a daily check-in with your body's fundamental capacity to thrive. With any powerful tool, responsible use is paramount. So, let's be absolutely clear, this is not medical advice. Before beginning this or any new exercise regimen, especially if you have pre-existing conditions like arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, or any joint issues, please consult with your physician or a qualified physical therapist. The goal is to build strength, not to create injury. Listen intently to your body. Sharp pain is a stop sign, not a badge of honor. Start slowly. Prioritize perfect form over heavy resistance. And remember that consistency will always outperform reckless intensity when it comes to long-term health and sustainable progress. Furthermore, these exercises are only half of the equation. Squeezing a gripper sends the asterisk signal asterisk for growth, but the actual rebuilding process happens during rest, and it requires fuel. The most critical of these is protein. Without adequate protein, you're asking your body to build a fortress without any stone. Muscle protein synthesis, the very process of repairing and strengthening muscle fibers, is entirely dependent on the amino acids from the protein you consume. Ensuring a consistent intake of high-quality protein gives your body the raw materials it needs to answer the call for strength and build back more resilient than before. So let's bring it all together. We began with a startling fact. Your handshake is a powerful predictor of your future health. We explored the science, seeing how grip strength is a proxy for your battle against sarcopenia and a reflection of your central nervous system's integrity. We moved from theory to action, providing a simple, 5-minute daily ritual for maximum impact. And now, you understand this physical practice must be supported by smart safety protocols and the essential building blocks of nutrition to truly unlock your body's potential for a long and vibrant life. You are now equipped with knowledge few possess and a practical plan to turn that insight into tangible strength. This isn't just about avoiding frailty. It's about actively architecting a more capable and vital version of yourself for the decades ahead. But this journey is just the beginning. Building strength is one thing, but what about the silent factors that sabotage it while you sleep? In our very next video, we will uncover the single biggest recovery mistake that could be undoing all of your hard work. You do not want to miss this. Make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell, because what's coming next is a game changer.